Hi guys! Today I'm excited to talk to you about the new movie 3000 Years of Longing. It comes out this Friday and it stars Tilda Swinton and Idris Elba. Alright, let's get my spoiler-free review, but before we dive into it, if this is your first time here, I'd love it if you take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Okay, so let me start off by saying that I adore George Miller. I think he's a fantastic filmmaker, and he's one of the reasons I was very excited for this movie. Now, I will also say the trailer had me very intrigued as well, but this movie is not exactly what the trailer makes it out to be. I really thought we were going to have a story of the two main characters, and that's where this adventure was going to lie. But instead, we get a lot of backstories, like a lot of backstories for the Djinn. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just not what I was expecting going into it. So it was a little bit jarring until I settled into realizing how this story was going to go and how this movie was going to go. Now, these are stories, they're twists on classic tales that involve mystical, magical things, and you kind of learn this is a new take on certain characters and new twists in certain stories that you might already know, some of them anyways. So it's interesting, but my main issue, I guess I should say, is that there are several stories, like I said. This is basically stories within a story, okay? And they go on a little too long, like you're in each story a little too long. So you're away from the two main characters' interactions together. That's Tilda's character and Idris's character. You're away from them too long. So their relationship never really feels believable. It doesn't feel real. It feels forced, and they do even address it with a couple of lines at one point in the movie, but it's towards the end and I really don't want to spoil it. So just there's something about that feels like the connection isn't really there, which takes away from the movie as a whole for sure. Plus it does start to, like I said, drag on. By the time you get to the end, which of course, so the stories are bookmarked by a beginning, there's all the short stories in the middle with little blips of the present. And then there's, basically the entire third act is wrapping up the story. But this now includes the two main characters. And because of just spending so much time away from them early on in the movie, like I said, it's hard to become invested in them. It's hard to really truly understand what's happening. There's crazy stuff going on and you're just like, okay. It's so hard to explain being spoiler free. So if you see the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about. That isn't to say these two didn't do what they could with the script, because they did. They're both phenomenal actors. And this really truly is a George Miller film. There's a lot of incredible shots, some great action, and it really, that's where it shines. That's where this movie shines. But overall, it's still great. I mean, listen, I give it a 3 out of 5. It's still watchable. You need to go into it with that expectation that we're going to spend a lot of time away from these two main characters. So whenever you see them together, try your hardest to be truly invested in them. And then the end will feel a lot more emotional and will work a lot better for you. Whereas it kind of fell flat for me. Still beautiful, visually stunning, some incredible effects. Like I said, there's some great stories in here. It's just that perhaps they go on just a tad too long, which does take away from the movie overall. If you guys have seen 3000 Years of Longing by the time you got to this review, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you haven't yet seen it, let me know if you're interested in seeing it, and if so, why. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. You can follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, and now TikTok. I'm MamasGeeky on all those channels, MamasGeeky. You can also check me out at MamasGeeky.com. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much to all my monetary supporters, my members, and my Patreons. Love you guys.